Alright, this is a battle with two Mach 1 division mates. I'm not in this one, but I joined these guys a little bit later. We did a triple Tirpitz and Bismarck combo that led to many hilarious results. Anyway, Napker 6. Maybe I just should call you Bob. Anyway, here we go. I listened to a good chunk of this, waiting to get into division with these gentlemen. Running secondary builds on both German battleships, from what I recall. Let's see what happens here. AP loaded. Gajamata has not loaded in yet. Nope, still not loaded in. Don't shoot him. Enemy blind fires. Yeah, that's a little early. Nobody could make that point by this stage of the game. Beer. Here comes Nut Up or Shut Up. Backing him up. Gajamata still not loaded. Tirpitz B. Alright, and we are in a single CV game. Edinburgh ahead. I'm going to take over the camera. You're getting a little spins. Yes, he's not loaded. Okay, still not loaded. Alright. Gun set up for a full broadside, but he's going to have to cut in and swing the guns around. Okay, let's see if he's still looking at that destroyer. No. He realizes that he's got a Tirpitz B. Coming in. Slowing up on the throttle, down to 3/4 it looks like. Lead and aim for the weather deck. Don't aim for the waterline. Leander's going to throw some rounds on him, and four pens, not bad, and 1 over penetration. And Moggy getting in the fight. He's slowing up, probably hit full reverse. Leander takes a bad hit. Ooh, Jervis just briefly appears. Rounds out on the Leander. That's not a good place to be. 3480. Could have been better. A bunch of overpens, unfortunately. Now, he's still trying to slow up and keep this Leander in his sights. Can he get... Oh. Now, do you back up or do you go forward? Detected by planes. Definitely head on a swivel. Okay, Leander's popped smoke. Gajamata's finally in the game. Moggy. I'm going to take over real quick. There's Nut Up. Nut Up's pushing full steam ahead to head off the Terp B and anybody else who might be trying to come around. Those rounds look like they were aimed for Nut Up. And Moggy's slightly angled but sitting still, maybe backing up. Jervis. Secondaries. Oh, German secondaries. 1 penetration, 1 ricochet for 3,800 points. Moggy is not looking at him. He's looking at the Gajamata. Hitting the throttle forward while the Moggy is still looking at the Gajamata. And... does he fire? Look for it. No, I think he's still backing up. And, oh, there we go. 1 pen, 1 ricochet. Well, time to commit to turning here. Gajamata's on his own. He's got torpedoes out. Terp B versus a Bismarck and a Tirpitz. Hydro is up for another 9 seconds. Tirpitz is not quite in range of secondaries, but he is in range of primaries. Weather deck. Always aim just below the deck line. Overpen and a ricochet. Will he get rounds off? He does. But did he fire HE or are those his secondaries? Alright, enemy team gets first blood, and it is now time. There's the AP from the primaries. It is time to whittle down this Terp B. Secondaries going off. Yeah, 3 secondary hits. Nut up his bow on to this guy. Here come rounds. It looks like he bounced a fair number of them. And now it's just let the secondaries hammer this guy and make him go home. Take all his toys. Ooh, a Moggy. Broadside, moderately. Rounds out. Secondaries are working over the Terp B. Primaries on the Amagi. 2 overpens, 2 pens. Amagi's not doing well. Yeah, you push these guys now. Should be angled fairly well against the Amagi AP. Not too bad. Nut up secondaries are working over the Amagi now. Amagi's got to turn in and possibly go broadside to the salvo. Bracketed him with those, apparently. Terp B is running like crazy. 2 penetrations on the Amagi. Broadside. Now the Amagi you can aim at the waterline. Fairly substantial hit from the Amagi. Secondaries going off on the Terp B, rounds going in. Alright. No, it got a fire on the Terp B. Now our hero, our protagonist, has not used his heal yet. Amagi is looking at nut up. 2 pens for 5,200. Secondaries working him over. Primaries get another 2 over pens. But the Amagi is getting burnt down. Terp B on the enemy team has dumped torps. More rounds out. Got another fire, I believe, on the Amagi. We're up to 20 secondary hits. Amagi goes down. Alright, that leaves the Terp B to suffer this onslaught. Some rounds coming in on nut up from somebody. Not sure who. Massachusetts. Enemies down 3 ships. We're up on points by 100. Primarily probably due to that last kill. Here come the torpedo bombers. Drinking a little more beer. Torpedo bombers going in on nut up, it looks like. Nut up takes, it looks like 2 torpedoes. Finally hits the heel. Rounds out. Oh, the Dallas. I vaguely recall in chat about the Dallas. Rounds out. AAA is going off on the torpedo bombers that are focusing nut up. 1 torp out. Did it arm? Sounds like it did. Terp B is looking at nut up and not our protagonist. Nut up's down to 2,300. Nice. 44, 40. There we go. A little kill steal by a friendly, but we're up to 111 gun hits now. 51 primary gun hits. Now, Massachusetts, nothing to sneeze at. Particularly when your teammate or division mate is not the healthiest. Massachusetts firing on Nut Up. Nut Up goes down. And alright, it is time to avenge. Rounds out. 2 ricochets. Torpedo bombers coming in. Maybe he can use the sinking enemy Hulk. No. Here they come. Chewing them up. They get 2 off before they all get shot down. Is he gonna eat 2? Yes. Time to repair. Oh, no flood. See, now me, I'd be hot on the heal key right about there. It's right about now. Alright, Massachusetts turning broadside and secondaries. Here we go. Secondary duel between the German might and the good old Yankee ingenuity of the Massachusetts. 1 turret's worth of rounds off from the Massachusetts. Second turret, substantial hit. Minute before the heal comes back up. AP's loading up. Ooh, what's this? It's an enemy cruiser out there, very low health. That Massachusetts, though, is still broadside. Just make sure you don't hit this island. Massachusetts is firing on somebody else, so... Yep. Ooh, Otago. Bombers coming in. Let's 1 overpen, 1 penetration. Still up barely. 15 points. Wichita. Looks like Wichita or the Benson trying to throw rounds on him. Yeah, that's a lot of stuff right there in concentration on the enemy cap. Enemy Leander. Very low health. 1 ricochet. I believe at this point I was hearing some cursing in Discord. Leander. Massachusetts drops round short, so does the Leander. Looking at the Leander. Do it. And here we go. Does he get him? Oh, overpen. Torps may get him, or... Nope, he goes down to the Gajamata. Now it's a Wichita. Ooh, Benson. Rounds out on the Benson, who's trying to get a little cheeky there. No hits. Rounds on Wichita, who's also trying to get cheeky. Even on ships, even on points. Massachusetts is throwing rounds.
All stations retreat.
Rounds out on the Massachusetts. Pretty much a stalemate at this point. Heal has been used. Another minute and 15 before it comes back. Somebody's asking the Gajamata to fall back just a little bit. Enemy battleships, well, the Gneisenau is not in the best of condition. The Massachusetts is faring a little bit better. Enemy Otago B as well. Cutting through the channel. Eyes on the Otago, it looks like. Enemy is up on points now. And enemy planes coming in, AAA's up. Rounds out just as he disappears.
Gefecht endet in 5 Minuten.
5 minutes to go. Otago. Armor-piercing bombers coming through and dealt with. Friendly CV trying to get torpedoes off on the Otago, but no luck, it looks like. Rounds out. What do? Anything? Ooh. 6 penetrations. That had to hurt that Otago. And the friendly Key takes down the enemy Gneisenau. Enemy Wichita now finds himself spotted and in the sights. Firing, hoping he turns in, and he is going to oblige. Oh, Citadel. Massachusetts is driving away, but maybe he'll try for that. Nope, Massachusetts disappears. Back up on points by 15. Even on ships. Enemy Otago. Friendly Dallas is killing some bird sanctuaries. Trying to bring the rear turrets around the Otago, who's turned off. He gets high caliber. Ooh, there's the Benson. Secondaries? Oh, Gajimata pops smoke, denying secondaries. There we go. Now detected due to gun bloom. Oh, no. That is not where you want to be. Benson goes down. Another kill. Wichita has unwisely pushed out and is now detected. Here come torpedoes from the Benson. Those secondaries are hilarious. Oh, there's the Massachusetts, who cannot do anything to help the Wichita. Do we get secondary kill? Yes, we do. Close quarters. Dallas goes down. Use the island for a little emergency stop. Ships still even, and it's still 15 points. Alright, you gotta back yourself up off of the rock. Both teams still have a CV in play. This side has slight advantage in tankability and firepower with 2 battleships versus their 1 cruiser and battleship. Key is about to get taken out, it looks like, by torpedo bombers. Looks like the torpedoes are away. Does he die? Or no? Alright, our hero is setting up.
Torpedos voraus.
Oh, enemy Ryoho is in range. Alright, Otago. Full broadside. Secondaries on the Mass B. Or, I'm sorry, just Massachusetts, not Mass B. And Otago goes down. Oh. Let the fun begin. Key's still alive, hitting the heel. Guns loaded. Does Does he turn it broadside enough to make this count? Quick thought for firing on the CV. Got him. Kraken. Hit his heal and his repair, and now the enemy Ryoho is in sight. He's slowed up and stopped, it looks like. Getting peppered by secondaries and now by primaries. And, oh.